Hello everyone, welcome back to SFDC Panther. This is Amit, and in this video, we are going to talk about Enterprise Territory Management 2.0. So basically, we are going to talk about what is Enterprise Territory Management, how it does help for any organization, and how any organization get benefited using Enterprise Territory Management. And here we have planned this topic into the two different sessions. So both the sessions will be made available on the same day, but it will be recorded in two different parts. So before we go ahead, please do like, share, subscribe the channel, and don't forget to press that bell icon so that you don't miss any updates that we are uploading into our YouTube channel. So let's quickly start without making a delay. So as you can see that I'm on my computer screen, and as we discussed, we are going to walk through what is enterprise territory management, and this is the part one for this topic. So let's quickly talk about a little bit about what exactly territory management is. So the territory management is an account sharing system that is granting the access, or we can say that grant the access to the account based on the characteristics of any account. So that characteristics can be annual revenue, that can be zip postal code, that can be the account annual employees, it can be state, it can be a region, it can be any custom or standard field of your account record, which you can use in order to share your record with a set of set of users, and you will be easily able to do that. And it is also enabling your company so that they can structure their salesforce data and the user in the same way they are structuring their sales territories. So territory management also helps any organization to, or we can say that, extend the account sharing. Like if you have got account sharing rules which are reached to the maximum level, which is 50 per object, you can also use territories to in order to extend that account sharing. With the territory management, a business can also increase their overall revenue by ensuring that all the market segments are covered. Again, this territory management will help you to divide the multiple, or we can say the different market segments into the different territories or into the different territory models, and then you can use these territory models or territory in order to cover all the market segments. And you can also divide your sales representatives into the different groups based on the regions or based on any particular characteristics of any account. It is also very easy to keep track or which sales representatives are assigned to which account and opportunities. So it is very easy to do the reporting on the territories and very easy to find out who are all your sales representatives who are working on which particular account and which opportunities. And you can also very easily try to find out what is the outcome from there. And that being said, it also helps you to maximize the sales and the profits, because now your sales representatives are only working on the accounts that they are very familiar with, and on the accounts that are there only the reason that they are working. And when we implement our territory management, it also gives you the healthy competition within your organization, or we can say that within your team. For example, you can say that for a particular territory which is going to meet the quota for this first quarter or the second, third, or fourth quarter, or you can also say that who are going to meet the criteria or who are going to meet the quota for this throughout the fiscal year. We can also take an example like Northern, Southern, APAC, EMEA, or EMR team. So whatever the regions that you have. So that is all about territory management and the benefits. How territory management is going to help any organization to maximize their profit, maximize their sales. How they are going to organize their accounts. How they are going to track what which account is assigned to the sales representatives. How the accounts and opportunities are doing. Now again, with the territory management, your admin can set up the territory models before implementing them. So basically an admin can go and then play around this territory model. They can try to test the model actually, like before actually They go live with the models, they implement those. We are also going to see how we are going to do that, how an admin can implement all these things. It is very easy to make the assignment between territories, accounts, and opportunities. We will see basically how we can create the territories, how we can create the models, and then how we do assign these territories like accounts and opportunities to the territories, and how we assign our users who are going to work as a sales representatives inside a territory management. And again, as we discussed, we can create the reportings. Then reportings is going to help your organization to organize the optimal coverage or access territory effectiveness. And if you are using collaborative forecast, then you can also forecast by the territory. You can also even use the territories in your forecast as well. So these are the few important terms related to the territory management, and these are the six important terms. And every time we are working inside our enterprise territory management, or any admin is going to work inside territory management, these are the six things that admin needs to keep in mind, and they are going to work on that. So territory, this is the thing like we as discussed, this is a group of accounts and the sales representatives who are working on those accounts, and those are also working on the opportunities as well. Territory type helps you to group your territories based on the according to, we can say that, common denominator, such as your named account, or that may be your geographical accounts. You can also name some other, you can also use some other denominator for grouping your territories. And every territory must have a territory type. So if you are creating a territory, you must need to select a territory type. Then territory type priority. This is going to like we can say that this, as its name indicates, this is the priority which is going to help you to choose appropriate territory type while you are creating the territories or you are editing your territories. For example, you can select number 100, which might indicates the higher territory, or it might also indicate the lower territory for any territory. Then we have got territory model. Then this is the important thing which is going to represent the complete territory management, under which you are going to see all your territory hierarchies, how the territories are performing, how the accounts are assigned within the territories, how the users are assigned, how the opportunities are assigned, and which model is going to work best for you for a particular territory. So this is about territory model. And then we have got territory hierarchy. This is going to shows the model hierarchy for you, like if you have child hierarchies within an hierarchy, and then under the child hierarchy you have the grandchild hierarchies. So all kind of things you will manage from this territory hierarchy section. And then we have got territory model state, and its name indicates this is the state of your territory model. This can be either planning state, this can be either an active, or this can be an archive state. But at a time there will be only one active model, but there can be multiple models who are in either planning stage or in archive stage. So if you are planning to implement a territory management for your Salesforce environment or for your customer, you need to keep this in mind, like that territory management, territory model is definitely, that is something which will be like one model will be active at a time, and you can have multiple models which you are playing around as an admin. And if you find this model is suitable best than the model which is active, then you can archive that the active model and then activate your planning model that you are working with. So that's all about this enterprise territory management. So you can see here, this is current fiscal year is the territory type that we have created. It is in active state. You can see we have that option to run all the assignment rules. These are going to assign all your accounts or opportunities to the particular territory based on the characteristics that we have defined. We can also archive any territory, and then we can change the view how this territory is going to look like. Then here you can see I've got Northern California, then we have got Southern California. These are the two child territories under this model. And then this Northern California is also having one child territory, which is child California. And then I can edit this, I can create the rules, I can run the rules, or I can create the child territories under this parent territory, which is Northern California. So that's all about the territory management terms. And now let's try to do some hands-on. What we are going to do here is we are going to perform like we are going to enable our territories, then we are going to enable our territory type. We will create a territory model, and then we will create a territory for that model. So these are the four steps we are going to perform. So this is our Salesforce environment, and what you need to do is just log in into your Salesforce environment, navigate to setup. From the home page, search for territory here, and under the feature setting, sales territories, you will be able to see this territory settings. And for the first time, you will see your page like this if the territory is not enabled for your Salesforce environment. Just go ahead and click on this green button which is saying enable enterprise territory management. As soon as you will enable, you will see this left panel will get refreshed, and your page will also get refreshed with some sort of radio buttons out there, and they will let you choose what sort of account access or opportunity access or case access you are going to grant whenever any user is added under the territory. So you can either say view account assigned to the territories, or you can give view or edit permission to the accounts to all the users who are assigned to the territories. So I'm going to keep this as a default. You can say view all opportunities. For the opportunities, I'm saying that view all the opportunities assigned to the territories, and again for the cases as well. Here is opportunity territory assignment, which we are going to take later on. Just go ahead and click on save, and you will click on save. You will see a message over here. Your setting has been successfully saved. So that is the first step to enable the territory inside any Salesforce environment. Now let's talk about we need to create a territory type. So just type territory again into the quick search box. You will see we have got the territory model. So just go ahead and click on this territory model, and you will find a model here. So you can create a model like current fiscal year, or you can say that current fiscal quarter. You can say that current, even you can say that half yearly, whatever the model suits best for your company, you can create. I'm going to create a current fiscal for current fiscal year. If you wanted to have, you can just give a very brief description about the model that you are creating. Go ahead and click on save. Now you have created one model. The next thing is that we have to create the territory types. Under the model, even you can go and say that view hierarchy, where you can see what are all the hierarchies are there. Even you can view the rules, what are all the active rules are there to assign the accounts under a particular hierarchy. So now let's create a territory type over here. So we will go there into the territory type, and here what we will do is we can say that Northern California, and here you can see it is asking for the priorities. So I'm just going to give the number 100. I can also give number 1, but the thing is that if there is some territory which we wanted to put before 100, we can put that. But if we put 1 and we wanted to have a new territory type which is going to execute before this existing territory, what we are going to do is we have to edit all the territory types. So instead of editing all those territory types, please try to plot the numbers like 100, 200, 300, 400, so that if there are any changes in future, you can incorporate those changes very easily. Go ahead and click on save. Now you have got the territory type as well. Go back to your territory model now. You will be able to open this, or you can see that view hierarchies. So once you click on view hierarchy, it is going to show you like there is no territory under this hierarchy, which is current fiscal year, and it is under in planning stage. Why? Because we have created the model, but we have not activated that model. Now what we will do is we will go ahead and create a territory, and every territory is going to take a territory type. So here you can say territory label. You can just label it anything. Let's say that Northern California. So before we go ahead, actually there is one thing which I made a mistake for the territory type. It should not be Northern California. It is basically a territory. You can just name something like let me see quickly see here. If I'm not able to edit this, I'm going to create a new one. So I'm going to say that named accounts. Okay, this is going to be my territory type. I can have gold accounts, I can have platinum accounts, I can put anything. And this time I wanted to give the priority which is number 50, that is going to be below that Southern California or the Northern California that I have created. Or I'm going to delete this because I don't need this priority type anymore. So that was the very small mistake that I did made. Now let's quickly go to territory models and try to create a new territory for us, which is going to be Northern California. And then we are also going to create a new territory, which is going to be Southern California. And here you can see for the territory type, I can just go ahead and select whatever the type I have created, like named accounts, gold or partner accounts, any other accounts. Now you can see territory access label. User in this territory can view accounts assigned to this territory, view or edit, I can say view or edit opportunities and view or edit cases. So basically whatever the users I wanted to add inside this territory, I wanted to give them both view and edit access for all these three objects. Just go ahead and save this. Now here we have got one territory hierarchies under this current fiscal year model. And now what we can do is we can also go to the current fiscal year again to create one more hierarchy, which is Southern California, because we are going to create two hierarchies and then we are going to work on these two territories, basically not hierarchies. So we have named at a southern as a Southern California. Just go ahead, select named account, wanted to give the description. Now for Southern California, I only wanted to give the view access to the users for all the cases. All the cases means all the objects. I have got accounts, opportunity and cases. I only wanted to give the view access. I will go ahead and click on save. You also need to just go ahead and click on save. Now what we have is, if we go to Southern California, sorry, current fiscal year model, or just go to this current fiscal year model here. And once you go here into the current fiscal year model, you will see that this list view, I just wanted to see as a part of tree view, whatever we have seen as a picture here, you can see now. We have got current fiscal year, which is there in planning stage. I can create more and more territories as well under this model. If you wanted to create here Southern California, let's go ahead and create one more child territories over here. I'll say that child Southern California, or it is Northern California, so I'll say Northern. So you can also create, you might create, might be thinking about a different name. You can have that as well, and then say that no access to opportunities and no access to accounts. Sorry, cases. Just give the view access to accounts. That's it. Go ahead and save it. Now we have got three territories, two under like the current fiscal year model, and one under the Northern California over here. So if you go here and say expand all, you will see all these territories here like we have seen over the PPT. And that's about it for this video. And into the next video, what we are planning is we are going to see how we can create the rules for our territories, how we can assign the accounts manually, how you can assign the accounts with the help of a rule, and then we will also see how we can add the users to the territories, how we can activate our current territory model basically, and then how we'll see how that active territory model is working for us. So again, thank you for your time, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this channel. And I'll meet you into the next video. Thank you.